If you want to score good marks in EBCL, this video will help you. In this video, we are analyzing the answer script of one of our students. In fact, I don't want to call him a student because he's a very well experienced professional, and even as a working professional, he's earning well, still he's doing CS. And many people, if you're in your 40s or 50s, you feel that, oh, I can't do CS. But if you look at this answer script, you'll get a lot of confidence because the person who has given this answer script is someone who is working, who has experience, and also scored 55 marks in EBCL. Take a look at this video. You'll get a lot of tips. Please do make sure that you can adopt it in your exam also. So let us go into EBCL and learn how to score 55 marks or even more. I'll also give some tips how you can make it 60 plus. Let's get into the paper.
Yes, so this is the paper of economics, is EBCL, Economic, Business and Commercial Laws, and let us see how Mr. Subbaraj has got 55 marks. Yes, the correction has been awarded for 50 marks and 5 marks is for rationalization. As I have told you in the other papers also, that when the correction is very strict, they will look at the average marks scored by all the students. So each person corrects in a different way. So the first person who corrects, the average marks is 50, the second person average mark is 60. That means the second person has done little lenient correction. So they'll take an average of the people who correct, and if the correction is less than the average, then they will add the marks, and that is only called the rationalization, which is really good. So students need not worry if they are having fair correction. ICSI has done a really great job. We have to appreciate ICSI. They are very fair to students. Now let us see how you can score 55 in EBCL. So many students say that it is very hard to score in EBCL because syllabus is very vast. It is very vast. Let us look at functions of RBI. So here, what do you mean by functions of RBI? So RBI, first you are giving an introduction. So RBI secures the monetary stability in India, and how do they do it? Having the following functions. So this line is very good because the knowledge of the person who is writing is very evident in the first line itself. So they are saying RBI secures the monetary stability in India. Such a beautiful sentence. And how do they do it? By the following functions. So point wise. So answer is been given in point wise and really well presented. So 3 marks has been scored. All the points. So if you see here, there is very good quality, there is very good quantity, and the introduction is great, very well done. But as I told you, the corrections is slightly strict. That is why the rationalization of 5 marks has been added, because somebody else may have actually given 4 out of 5, but here 3 marks has been awarded. What kind of restrictions and prohibition have been imposed upon the person resident in India and citizen in India to accept foreign contribution under FCRA? So FCRA is an act which has gained lot of importance, especially nowadays, because there were some recipients of FCRA, some not-for-profit organizations which were not doing their job properly. So see the answer. Foreign contribution is accepting the contribution from any foreign sources by an Indian resident in the form of. So again, introduction is very, very nice. See, in one line, the person is impressing the examiner. The first line is so nice, correct? Then following persons are prohibited. So you are given the list of persons who are prohibited, and then the analysis is given. So the analysis is given because they are telling what kind of restrictions and prohibitions are there. So then complete analysis is written very well. And again, if you see paragraph wise, the space is left here, so it looks good. So the presentation is really good, right? So that is why you have got good marks over here. What are the limits of the current account transactions by an individual under LRS scheme? So again, this is about individual persons. What are the limits? So the question is about the limits. Always look at the question. Questions are always very, very specific. When you read LRS, there are 100 details you read, but the question is about a specific thing, that is the limits of the current account transactions. So let us take a look at it. So when you take a look at it, here the limits. So this is point number C. answer number C. So actually one thing which I would suggest students is, it is better, say, since you're answering the question relating to 1, it is better that in the answer also you write answer to question number 1C. Let it be clear instead of just writing C like this. This is what I would suggest students. So the limits have been given and the limit has been explained, that is 250,000 US dollars, and marks has been scored. So please see here, when the answer is correct, quality is what gets marks. Quality, it is not only quantity. But as you have seen in all the papers which our Ekcel Academy students have scored marks, especially students who scored 60 plus, 70 plus, it is a combination of quality and quantity. So how do you get quality and quantity? Obviously, it is the knowledge of the subject. You have to study very hard. Okay. I'm not saying only because our students have taken coaching from Ekcel they are doing. Yes, we have done our job, but more importantly, the hard work of the students. As a coaching institute, we can help them, but it's purely hard work of students why the results are going to come where you get good marks. And most importantly, you have to practice. You have to practice what we call one day, one answer. So we have a Telegram group where students write one day, one answer, and we correct it. So each day when you write, it becomes a practice and you'll do well in the exam. So all these things will help you to give quality, quantity answer, and end of the day, that will result in marks which can be 60 plus, 55 plus, 70 plus also. We have had students who scored it. Yeah. Directions pertaining to NBFC is issued by RBI. RBI issues directions to NBFC for what is it? Monitoring them, functions and regulations issued from time to time. So what are the things again? The quality has been given, marks has been scored. What do you mean by compounding of contravention? What conditions Indian party to make investment overseas joint venture? So both are 4 marks questions. So again it is given in answer form, paragraph format. Again if you see, quantities they are not there, but quality is very good. You can just see, you can take a screenshot and you can see. You can definitely take screenshots and you'll get an idea. So next, Indian party can make investment in overseas. So what are the ways? Equity loan, then 100% guarantee, 50% of performance guarantee. So all these things. So again you can see it has been well presented and you are going to get the marks. So this is the idea which you have to get. So you are getting 3 marks. Guidelines for special economic zone, penalties for contravention of FDI, limit on possession and retention of foreign currency under the foreign exchange management regulations. So these questions, as you can see, 4 marks questions, and I will not go deep over here because you need to understand about the presentation technique. So we are not reading every answer to give you an idea. So special economic zone, very good introduction has been given. So see the flow, see the nice presentation, then point wise has been given, then detailed explanation. You need to explain with reasons. So when you look at it, here quality and quantity both is there. So you are getting 3 out of 4 marks, which is excellent. So here the student did not know the answer, so they are not going to get the marks. So at least it has been attempted. Maybe in the end they tried, but there was no time to write, so no problem. Then same here. That is why I tell write whatever you know. So this is the limit. So you have written the limits and you only know the half knowledge. It's okay. It's better to get 1 out of 4 instead of 0. Some students feel, oh, I know only 1 point, let me not write. Write whatever you know because they will give marks. Whatever you know, you write, they will give marks. You don't have to worry about it at all. What was Raghavan committee? What were the recommendations? So there are two questions in the same question actually. So very well given. So full name is given. That means student has studied well. So Raghavan, Mr. Sri Raghavan, given the following recommendations. Where he is the chairman of the committee? So number 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 marks has been awarded. Then service. What is service? So complete answer is not just very short, it has been given. So that is why 1 has been awarded. So that is why I am telling you need quality plus a little bit of quantity. Quantity doesn't mean writing stories, but writing all the meaning. Again, so competition only some knowledge was there, so only 1 mark has been given over there. So as you can see, even see getting only 1 mark and all, end of the day it is good enough for you to get 55 out of 100. Because remember, you don't have to score in everything. End of the day, for some questions you may get 1 out of 4, for some you may get 2 out of 4, some you may get 3 out of 4, and there are some questions where you'll get 4 out of 4. So that combination is what will help you to get 50 plus, 55 plus, 60 plus. So that is why it is very important to write for 100 marks, sit for 180 minutes in the exam. Very, very important. Then threshold limit under Competition Act they are asking. So the table format of presentation is very good, very innovative, and also very quick. See, the person who's reading also will get the answer in a very quick manner, right? And also it is easy to write like this than to write long, and you are getting the marks. So have a new ways of presenting. You can't do it for every answer. Wherever possible you do it. See here, for this answer it was relevant. Threshold limit for regulation under section 5. So what are the threshold limits? Assets and turnover. Table is very well given. Why do you need competition in the market? So it's a general thing. So directly to the point. We need competition in the market to promote healthy competition, lead to innovation in the market. See here, the important word has been written in a capital letter. Very, very good. Excellent. This is what I had told in the class, but the student has adopted it, which is brilliant. That shows the attention to detail and the hard work. See, very important word. If you feel, just write it like this. Write it in a capital letter. It just stands out. When it stands out, it looks good. When it stands out, it looks good. So that is what you should understand. When many products manufactured by various producers and manufacturers compete in the market, so the sellers will try to get the patronage. So all that very deep knowledge is there, practical knowledge is there. When you read the answer, you don't feel that okay, student has simply studied the book and just writing what is there. The in-depth knowledge is there, practical knowledge is there, paragraphs, then one line gap is there, which makes the answer look very good. And this is strict correction. Actually, this is not the correct way. Definitely 3 out of 4 could have been given. Anyway, in the end, you have got extra 5 marks for rationalization, so it makes up. So you have not lost anything. How can the order of competition commission imposing monetary penalty be executed? So it's all about execution, how it can be done. So again, paragraph answer, and here you have lot of quality and quantity. It is well written, so you're getting 3 out of 4. So when you know the answer very well, write all points, because when you know it, you have to show them that you know it. Okay. So complaint. So what is the procedure? So once the complaint is made, then what will happen? So again, paragraph wise is being given, and 3 out of 4, because again you have all points. That means quantity and quality. The deep knowledge is there for you to see. So this is what you need to understand. Especially here, the knowledge is very deep. That is why even in some places where less is written, the marks is given because of the high quality and deep knowledge. Okay, so next part, they have asked something related to Contract Act. So they've given case law, then answer has been given, and the answer is not fully correct, so 2 marks. So totally the student has got 55 out of 100 marks. You too can score it. I wish you the very best, and any questions are there, please let us know. You can get in touch with Ekcel Academy for any doubts relating to CS course. So this is the answer paper analysis. We will see you in the next video. We have many more students of Ekcel Academy who have scored very high marks, and we want to show those papers to you. You can also learn tips and get high marks in the exam. For everything else, I wish you the best, and I will see you in the next video.